There is a lot happening out there right now. We're keeping our eye on this Ashley Merchant, Fannie Willis hearing, and it was pretty dull all morning, but it's this morning. Right now, it just got a little bit spicy, so let's tune in on this. Situation is this guy's a records guy. Ashley Merchant is trying to get him to admit that she's trying to get these records, and he's being very squirrely about it. And so she's digging in right now, trying to impeach him on prior knowledge, saying, you knew that we wanted this a long time ago. Don't act like you just discovered this. Here's what this sounds like.
You can ask him questions about his understanding of it.
That request was similar to my request, asking for critical mention documents.
I cannot speak to that open records request as it was not elevated to me.
The request that was made in September 12th, 2023.
He's just been doing this all day.
Request, you're saying that was not elevated to you?
It was not elevated to me.
Would you consider an email being forwarded to you, elevating it to you?
That's a possibility. That an email to me can elevate the matter, but that particular request was not elevated to me.
Okay. So we can agree someone requested in September 2023 critical mention documents.
We can agree that critical mention was a hot button issue.
And we can agree that person asked for reports.
I don't know what that person asked for. It wasn't elevated to me.
Okay. No, you're the open records custodian now, correct?
I am the
okay.
And I have testified that I'm the records custodian. The answer is yes.
Would seeing the open records request be to your office refresh your memory as to what was requested?
Possibly.
Take a look at that.
And if anybody out there has been listening to this for a long time, I'm wondering, did they say don't record this? Because I've not seen any clips flying around like this. Did this judge scold a bunch of people?
Okay.
On the recording?
The requester asked for critical mention reports, correct?
Still not in evidence.
Yeah.
If it refreshes his recollection or if you'd like to offer it into evidence, you can, and then we can talk about the document. But you can't get the substance of the document in just by asking questions about it.
And what I'm trying to ask him is if there was an open records request for reports from critical mention. If this refreshes memory,
it says she hasn't said that.
Did, and
two things, and I'm not trying to be overly difficult about it, but one, you didn't actually ask him, does that refresh your recollection? And two, my issue is you're not asking him a general question, which you did a moment ago. You're asking him, I'm reading from the subject line of this email, did you get such a request? And that is the introduction of what's in that document without that document being
because I have not seen any.
I know it's nitpicky, but
it's okay. Did you review the email attached to this document?
I reviewed the document.
Oh, you're right. I think I saw Good Logic is streaming this. Yeah.
Just now.
All right. And is your email dexter.bond@fultoncountyga.gov?
I answered the question. Yes, that's my email. dexter.bond@fultoncountyga.gov.
Okay. And does this contain emails to which you're a party?
It appears that I've been emailed on that thread.
Okay. Judge, I would move to admit plaintiff's exhibit number 2.
So
Ms.
Sorry, 22.
She's going to object.
Your Honor, we're objecting as to the relevance of this document.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the relevance Ms. Merchant said a moment ago when we were talking about the document was she wants to offer it for impeachment purposes. And so I think that's a valid reason to offer the document. And I'm going to overrule your objection.
Ooh, good. So now we've got evidence that he knows about this.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Exhibit 22 is admitted.
Thank you.
Well done, Ashley.
Your Honor, quick question. Exhibit 2, is Exhibit 2 the actual open records request or the email thread? What is it has been admitted?
Exhibit 22 is the piece of paper that Ms. Merchant has asked to have admitted into evidence, which I believe, from my record, was identified a moment ago as an email that you were able to identify as being an email. And based on that, it's been authenticated and
she did say it yesterday. Don't record it.
Business records exception. And therefore the only remaining issue as to its admission was hearsay. And was relevance. And I overruled Ms. Monroe's objection as to relevance. That document, whatever it is, and y'all are going to educate me about it, sufficient foundation has been laid for it, and I've admitted it into evidence.
Thank you. All right. The requester asked for reports and payments in September 2023, correct?
In the emails, the answer is no, the first page. In the second form, which is not an email that I don't
read
in this,
I didn't open the attachment.
Request was made.
See how it is?
Two different things. The email thread on page 1 of this exhibit is an email.
And I didn't read the attachments.
Yes, I have testified to that I am on the email. This second page, which I cannot determine is related to this particular email because it is an open records request that is from an external sender that looks like it's from the portal. I don't know the condition. So I will have to renew my question. Are you asking about an email? Are you asking about an open records portal? Because they're two different things as I see it. So it's not one page. I don't know what exhibit 20, what are you referring to? Are you talking?
So I didn't open the
They're a
attachment.
collective exhibit.
How do I, based off,
They're admitted.
go ahead.
All right.
Yes,
They were provided by your office in response to an open records request.
received.
One page, we can agree, one page appears as though it is the portal request where someone, another attorney, filed an open records request, correct?
This appears to be a portal request.
And I'm not trying to yell at you. I'm trying to talk loud enough for someone
Understood.
to go back there and we can look at the same document. I just want to apologize. I'm trying to raise my voice.
You're fine.
Okay. So this page
Look at the judge.
is an open records request in September for critical mention.
This second page,
Yes.
yes.
And this page,
What's this prosecutor doing?
if we had a very long piece of paper, Erica, and is Erica Willingham the person that you were talking about earlier?
Yes, my 24-hour designate.
That's the person we were talking about, correct?
Yes.
Erica forwarded this on September 12th, 2023, correct?
To whom? Forwarded to whom? What,
If you look at, I really don't.
from Erica to Erica.
So-
You can just
yes,
read it on the judge's
let's-
facial expressions.
Subject.
Okay, she's getting
Word for word.
irritated with
right,
all
so the
this.
subject of this email, actually, can I just share this?
Wha- See that, like the little eyebrow raise?
The microphone?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, mine are affixed to the table, so you can't just pick it up.
Yeah.
Subject.
You
All right,
just
so if we're
tell
looking
she's
at
just
this up.
agitated. That's great.
Subject says work order.
All right, so she's as agitated as I think everybody is. So we'll just leave this here. Okay, it's a lot of this. It's back and forth. This guy doesn't understand documents or dates or emails or whatever. I didn't see that, or I didn't see that, or you didn't send this, or I responded accordingly. So just battling, right? Everything he did was appropriate, and they don't have to give any records over. This is the government trying to protect themselves. They don't want the records to go out. They're all on the same team. And so Ashley Merchant is digging into it. And I think Good Logic is covering it. So if you want to go continue on, then he'll jump over there and he's covering it live. But we'll continue to poke around. There's a bunch of other stuff that's happening out there. And this is a little bit mind numbing to listen to this explanation of the documents and the dates and the scope over and over again. And I listened to some of this yesterday because I was thinking we'd cover it on the show, but it's the same. It's just, they're just fighting over documents. So we'll see. I think there may have been some good rulings on this or some good motions submitted. I think I heard that Fannie submitted another motion to try to quash something or other. And so we'll take a look at that.